Hey, Don here. Well, Happy New Year. It's New Year's Day 2019. I was looking up there, checklist, check on, make sure it's all working. This live stream is working. And I might want to say Happy New Year and let the scamming begin, because that's what what's already started today. And I thought I would make a video on it while I was recording the call. Some of them are so ridiculous, so outrageous. Get them every day on the phone, almost every day of the year. Sometimes it's all day long, you know, and same one calling 3 or 4 times over and over every so often, and sometimes they get 3 or 4 of them. Just keep calling in rotation. And this one was especially aggravating because it was it's hard to understand, but I'm gonna play it here in a minute. But it was about a Amazon order. Well, we had just made an Amazon order yesterday, so made me have to stop everything and check on it to make sure, you know. So let me go ahead and get this phone to where I can play it. See if we can get this on the mic. Excuse me. Here we go.
All message playback. $99.99 has been confirmed and getting shipped to 62 Pulteney Street, Whitehall, New York, 12887. If you have made this order, then ignore this message. Or to prevent fraudulent charges on your account, please dial the toll-free number 888-759-4991 and report this, or press 1 and get connect with Amazon Fraud Department for more details.
So,
Tuesday, 2:04 p.m.
I always forget about that part. So, of course, obviously it's a robocall, and a really bad robocall voice. And if you listen, I've listened, you know, how many times I heard it now, 6 times or something. Whoever wrote out the text doesn't have a good command of the English language, you know, for the standard clues, you know. And they say, of course, the robocaller probably couldn't say Amazon, but it didn't say Amazon.com. It didn't have it to try to say that anyway. It said, I forgot exactly how it said it. It's kind of funny. But anyway, I'll play it one more time. Oh, it won't play until, if you wait too long, it won't play. Okay.
All message playback. $99.99 has been confirmed and getting shipped to 62 Pulteney Street, Whitehall, New York, 12887. If you have made this order, then ignore this message. Or to prevent fraudulent charges on your account, please dial the toll-free number 888-759-4991 and report this, or press 1 and get connect with Amazon Fraud Department for more details. Tuesday, 2:04 p.m. End of final message.
Okay, so put that phone back on the charger. So let's see if I can remember things I wanted to point out on it. That especially in my case here, things that made me want to go investigate it. Well, like I said, we had just made an order yesterday. It was close to the price of the order. It wasn't exact, but it was close, and I couldn't remember the exact price in my head, you know. And of course, the shipping said New York, which if somebody really did get your information and try to send something to themselves, it wouldn't be going to you, right? So, and I'm not in New York. You might be able to tell that by my accent, but unless I moved up there. But anyway, anyway, the first things I said, my brain is not going to. I'm not going to be able to retain very much, I guess, to go back through it. But I listened to it enough to get the number written down, but I wanted to play it on here first before I started looking it up. I haven't looked it up or done anything. And usually you'd be doing this almost every day if you kept looking into every one of them. But if they seem like you better check into it, then you better check into it. And I got some bookmarks up and stuff. I haven't done the number yet, but actually, let's do this. We'll open a new tab and do the number first. I did a quick search that I didn't even look at the results yet, but let's see. 888-759-4991. Let's see, 888-759-4991. That's what I wrote down. I'm pretty sure that's right. I'm not going to listen to it again and again over here on the recording. Now, it's hard to go in. When you look numbers up, if you've ever done this, you'll see that you got to go back through advertisement. Basically, half of them are scams. They're trying to get you to pay for information that's public data that's free on the internet if you can just find it. And these come up first. You know, the public data information is hard to find anymore. It used to be the first thing that came up on Mr. Google. But yeah, what's this? What's a dadgum advertisement period? See what I mean? Bunch of crap. So this is another reason why I don't look them up very often. Let's see. That looks like some kind of junk right there. OK caller. I have looked at that before. I can't remember. I don't remember, you know, which ones are useful and which ones aren't half the time either. Let's see. Now the way I can figure, one of the ways I can figure out if it's going to be any use to me. There we go. There's that number. Now if there's a, let's see if that link will take us to any actual information. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. Yeah, get a full report. You got to pay for any actual information. So, safe. Now they want you to answer that. Well, usually I'm going to say not safe. Usually I don't know because I'm still trying to find out, but I've figured that much out. So, oh well, now that gave me what? Other people saying the same thing? No, it's just more numbers, I think. They took the dashes out, so in order to search through there, I'll have to take the dashes out of my little search on this page. Okay, so they're not going to tell you anything. They're just getting, see, when I did that, I just helped them fill up their database with more not safe answers so that they can charge people for more information. Say that on top of the scammers, then the people that could help you out are just trying to get, you know, basically scam you to get you to pay them money for, like I said. Used to, it was really easy to find this information. Last several years, it is such a pain in the butt that I don't usually do it. Toll free. This caller is unsafe. Caller name is what that is. Oh, there's no safe or unsafe. There's no votes on it. Okay, and I don't know why people keep doing that. That stuff keeps coming up. I got to where I just close the pages. Yeah. Okay, so National Inquisitions. Let's see. See if there's any more. You can search through your search results too. It'll help you sometimes. Let's see. Do it with the dashes and see if there's any more. Well, that's weird. Something to do with, it's on Facebook, but there's the number. So they may have just taken someone's number, period, instead of giving, well, I don't know why they do that. They want you to call them so you can scam them. Now it says it's a fax number. Okay, so I don't think that's worth looking at. Usually Facebook makes you log in to look at the page anyway, so I just don't go there. It's on down in the list, so it's probably another one of those pages where they're just going to want you to buy stuff. You can't tell without going to them, though, usually. So I'll go to Robocaller warning. Oh, finally. Oh, look. Let's see if it's the same thing. Oh, let's see.
Automated message from Amazon.com for order number 331156244164 iPhone XS for $999.99 has been confirmed and getting shipped to 62 Pulteney Street, Whitehall, New York 12887. If you have made this order, then ignore this message. Or to prevent fraudulent charges on your account, please dial the toll-free number 888-759-4991 and report this, or press 1 and get connect with Amazon Fraud Department for more details.
Yeah, okay, so nothing like people scamming you, trying to scam you out of money to protect you from scammers. Must be this. You think it could be even the same people? That just now occurred to me. I don't know why I never thought of that before. I don't remember ever thinking about it. So they call you, they robocall you to get you so aggravated that you'll just be willing to pay to get to be protected from them. I wouldn't doubt it. Okay, there's nothing to that one either. Just another one of those things. This is really getting ridiculous, trying to be able to look up a number and just get some information on it. Used to, even just last year, 2018, 2 months ago, month or two ago, last time I did this, I was able to find more than this. Just crap. See, they load these pages. That's basically like loading these pages up with all these numbers is the same thing as keyword, what do they call it, packing or whatever. I forgot the word they use, but they put it in the open text of the page, because if you do it in the keyword section, then Google will penalize you for it in the page rankings, and you won't get found, you know, so they figured out another way to get around it. They just put it on the page. Keyword, I don't know if they call it packing or what, but. Okay, now this might be a little bit of help. There are actually a couple of, and I try to save those links, but they get lost in all my bookmarks of the pages that actually help you, and sometimes they go away too. I don't know. I'm trying to skim that and see what it's talking about, but it looks like it's probably just another. Yeah, I think it's not really telling you anything other than that stuff right there. I don't think there's anything to that. So, so one other thing you can do sometimes to narrow it down. Just put scam on it, and then maybe you'll find something. Now, there's a reverse lookup. Now, pro, well, that means it costs money. And let's see. Keeps going back to that. Oh, that was a different one, but yeah, the number didn't show up in there, so I don't know if that's. But I just saw Facebook on the URL. Okay, so now this could end up commando. I don't know what that is either, but we'll see. No, it's another one of those things. You can tell by that picture. Well, at least, oh, now they want to track me. No, never allow. Well, this is an article. Okay, so it's not, I thought it was going to be trying to sell you services. It's an article. Kim Commando. I wonder if that's her real name. I don't think so. Commando, Commando? Don't know. Get a free book. They're selling whatever it is. I don't know. I'm not even saving these links because I'm not finding anything worth saving. PBS mail. What is this? This might be a mailing list. Oh, it's a PDF of a, let's see. Did it find it? No, it's a different number. I don't know why it would search to it. You can search PDFs for text. Usually works better if you have it downloaded. I don't know what it is. That's different. I thought it was going to be a mailing list. That's why I clicked on it. It could be that they're somewhere in that thing that it was a paid ad, you know, for. I don't know. That phone number could have been in an ad. That's all I can figure. Okay, so that is not finding me anything. Okay, let's try this. Sometimes that changes the search results, not always, but turn it into the normal phone number. The American phone number, I think I already went to every, I don't know, yeah, I already went to every caller. California, bids. Positions. Some about ads. Yeah, here's the one that was a Facebook page. Okay, there's no point in going to it because it'll just pop up that thing. Don't you want to log in to look at this page? Okay, so yeah, it's got. This is actually the worst I've seen of looking up, just simply looking up a phone number in a while. I guess it's gotten worse in a few months than it ever was. Okay. Now there's one that says warning. That's I went ahead and just looked phone number scanners, Amazon order. Well, before let's look in here first. I know I've got lots about Tascam. That's actually a that's actually a recorder. That's a brand of audio gear. Let's see. Let's try this because I've got way. Okay, phone. That seemed to find one. See, there's sometimes I've looked them up before, but if I go to that page, maybe I'll be able to look it up. Well, that didn't work at all. It's probably too old. Like I said, sometimes they're gone when you try to use them again. Okay, let's do reverse phone now. Now this is my bookmarks that I exported out of Firefox. See what this one says it is. And tell us, I don't think it'll be much good, but we'll try it. It used to be, and then they stopped giving you much of anything for free. Let's see. Find out. That's been around for years. When I say years, I mean I discovered it either in 98 or 9 or around the early 2000s. Okay, landline. See, they won't tell you anything really about it without you paying 95 cents. Yeah, that's what they do now on that one. Okay. So it's just as much scammers on this as there is calling you on the phone. Let's see what this one is. Well, let's see. Page is not there anymore, I guess. Okay. I can do it that way, I guess. Phonenumber.com, there's one. I won't go in there yet because you're just going to find, nowadays you can't find a good one. Oh, great. Phonenumber.com is gone. Now I could put free, but they all say they're free. Let's try org. Sometimes it's actually some non-profit organization, once in a while anyway, and it actually works. Yeah, it says successful, but there's nothing there. That was weird. Okay. Leave that open for a minute. Let's see. I'm holding it over, reverse directed. I'm holding it over to see if it's something I recognize before I go there. All right, find out who's calling. Now this could be, I'll go ahead and close that Google one. I can always go do that Google search. Oh, look at that. It actually made it go in there like it's supposed to. I had the whole thing and I pasted it in the first row and it actually, I've never seen one do that. Actually divided it up. I thought I was going to have to do it 3 times. It says it's working. Okay. Very slow, but it does say down there at the bottom, waiting, U.S. search. There's something similar to that I remember using that actually worked. Maybe they've done it so much that I was going to say, you know, I know the government doesn't have the resources to stay on top of all this, but at least they ought to try, you know. But it'd be funny if they actually did something to them today. Okay, I was looking to make sure I didn't skip one that wasn't worded the same. There was one that I used to use years ago. Didn't seem to. I hit enter. I pasted it in there and hit enter, but oh, you had to click the. Could not find any results. Now I expected to find a phone number because I figured they want you to call them back. Maybe they're trying. They don't do that because they. They're trying to hide from getting caught. Maybe they're just banking on somebody picking up the phone and talking to them that way. Because, you know, they could be anywhere in the world and do this. You can get one of those 888 numbers no matter where you are in the world. Yeah, and that's another one. On your Google Voice number, they'll call you on there. I look them up. I used to look them up more often than I do now. That's Intellus. That's the one we just used. I can't believe so many of them aren't working today. Maybe I'm not doing it right. Oh yeah, I'm not doing it right. I was like, what in the world? There's got to be, always got to be, some of them are like, so that one that actually took it and put it in the right places. Well, it's not going to work. I don't know what's going on with that. Intellus again. See, Intellus used to work good. It used to be useful, but they won't give you anything now. Some of the ones, they might still be there, but it's just giving you an error because you got you know, that link's no good anymore. But I don't want to. Okay, now I'm back where I've been before. So, still should have something. I had a folder for. It's really hard to. Yeah, there's going to be so many word phone. The word phone. See, that's what I don't like about trying to search through this. It doesn't work like it does when you actually have it in your Firefox bookmarks. There's only one. There is one thing you can do, and that's a match case. But still, you see, there's going to be a lot that are not. You're still going to run into a jillion of them in my bookmarks. I'm just going through them because I'm looking through that folder, but I'm probably missing something that might be useful. Who knows? But Okay, I'll try manually looking for it, but it's really hard for me to do. They're not actually, all the folders aren't actually in alphabetical order on top of everything else. I think it's just those last ones, though. Last few there. See, it doesn't show up when you try to go through it at a, getting close maybe. OLMNOP, there we're somewhere. Panasonic, okay, so we need to go down to get to phone. It probably is a folder that says phone number, lookups or something. Gotta really watch out or you'll go all the way to the bottom in an instant. Or way on down past where you're going. See, it's real hard to get through there without skipping the titles parts. Okay, we still got a ways to go. Photography, there we go. Okay, phone, do not call list. Now there's one thing I wanted to go to. I knew I had a link to that. Phone freaking. You know what phone freaking is or was back in the day? Look it up. It's pretty interesting. That's the hackers before there was an internet to hack. The only internet there was the internal networks of like AT&T or Ma Bell, Southwestern Bell in my area, stuff like that. Phone companies, phone address finders. Oh, there's one, InfoSpace. Okay, so I don't have so many. It'd be even older links than that I don't think InfoSpace will tell you anything here. That's one of the older ones that I used to. Oh, look, it's a search engine now. Who called me? That's an ad, so it's going to cost money. Getting pretty much the same thing, I think. Okay, no good. What is that other one? Oh, well, the do not call list is not in the same place anymore. I haven't been here in forever. I registered my numbers on it a long time ago. I don't think you have to do it again. Well, due to the government shutdown, we are unable to offer this website service at this time. Information about unwanted calls can be found at... What, did you have to turn the servers off? I can't believe that. Had to turn their servers off. They couldn't pay the bill. Google turned them off, I guess. I just figured Google owns their servers. You would hope the government owns their own servers, but I'm sure they subcontracted all that from somebody. So besides them not being, not having the resource, yeah, they really don't have their. Oh, and then they got it in Spanish too. I guess, yeah, Spanish. I think it's Spanish. That's unbelievable. Okay, government. So it's a scammer heyday. They can just do whatever they want, and nobody's gonna do a thing about nothing. Let's see, I'm trying to say, there we go, Government USA info. I have more folders in this other one, but can't add anything to that. I know that one's going to be nothing. Uncover the truth about anyone, sure. I don't even think it's going to go there. Oh, it's bull, so I'm not going to go there. So I'm going to close this because it was using too much resources. I saw that when I was doing my test. See, I can close that too. Well, this is turning into a bunch of fun. Okay, I didn't go here yet. I was thinking that, maybe, oh, no, what is this? Clark.com. I don't know what this one is either. Don't know, but it's not anything specific. Of course, I wasn't searching for that number, Deliveries you didn't order. Money news. Of course, this number is not going to be in there, but thought maybe they'd, you know, they might say something about robocall, but I'm not going to sit here and look through all that. I hadn't looked for anything to do with Amazon and scams, you know, lately. I just put that in there in case I want to look at it later. But that's just so ridiculous. It's hilarious that you can't even go to the. I never want, you know. I wonder, since we in the last several years we've gotten so many more calls from scammers. I got to thinking, well, have they dropped us out of the? I think the thing is that scammers now are, since you know, years ago when they started that do not call list, we mostly got scammers to the U.S. from within the U.S. And back years ago, it was too expensive for them to call you. You know, they were having to use the real phone system, you know, and it was too expensive for them. They didn't call people long distance, you know, it wasn't cost effective. It's a bit, you know, it's not good for it's not in the business model. So, but of course now with internet phones and IP phones, then anybody that knows how to, I've never done it because, well, I didn't really have a place to set. I've learned how to set up an IP phone system, but you need a dedicated machine, and it needs to be on all the time, and it needs to be, you got to have a place to put it where it's not bothering you with the noise and the heat. Don't have that. And it is pretty complicated. There's several Linux distros that you can, for years I was wanting to do that, and I kind of forgot about it over the years because I just didn't have a real good way to do it. But you could have, you know, you could call, if you set up your own SIP server, I think one of them's called Asterisk, one of the ones I was wanting to try to use. Anyway, if you set up your own, all you need is an internet connection. You wouldn't even have to have phone service. But I'm already got my web server, and it's the machines like, okay, that my web servers I usually use. Well, I had a single core Celeron, IBM Celeron processor, Intel Celeron processor, 2.5 gigahertz I was using for several years, and now I'm going to use, and it's a 32-bit machine. This one is the one I'm fixing to change over to is a 2.8 gigahertz Celeron single core, but it's a 64-bit. I can put some more applications on there that need 64-bit. That if I've been wanting to, and I may do that. But anyway, I'm going to use that machine because the other ones, it's been run for years, and it's kind of getting wore out. It's beginning to act up. But so anyway, that would be a whole nother server to run. It's another thing, you know. It wouldn't be able to do both. You pretty well, that machine would do it. That's probably the lower end of what would run an Asterisk server right now, or a SIP server right now. But I forgot what SIP stands for, so I won't try to say it. But anyway, I'm off on a different direction here. But anyway, that's how they, whatever way they do it, if they find a cheap, you know, IP phone system real cheap or whatever, that's how they are able to call you all over the world without spending long distance fees or anything. It's because of the wonderful wonders of the internet, and it is great, you know. Of course, you know, like your ISP, I have Charter or Spectrum now. They offer internet phone, have for years, and it's a little bit cheaper than you know, your regular phone service. But of course, if your internet's down, your phone's down. That's the one drawback of that. So if you needed to make an emergency call during when your internet's down, when the power's out or something. The one thing about Mobile, what we used to call it, it's not where it's AT&T now owns ours, but one thing about that system is that it is when you have the wired phone system, not your mobile phone, you know, assuming it's all, you know, not hit by a tornado or something like that, a hurricane, it's going to work even when your electricity's out because it has its own. It's DC negative 48 volts. I worked as an installer back in 2000 for most of that year, and in the telco offices, so I learned a lot about it. It's pretty interesting. They have backup batteries. I installed a bunch of backup stuff, and they use negative 48, and they have these huge batteries. Lead acid, yeah, they're sealed, but I think they're lead acid batteries. So anyway, if you already knew this, but you didn't know why, that's why your regular wired phone system will still work even when your electricity's out. It's independent of that. And I'm sure they designed it that way for that, you know, one of the reasons why they designed it that way. But, of course, your mobile phones, well, I don't have mobile phone service. I use my phones, my little, I have 3 of them. I use them, just the cameras is what I use out of them. That's why I bought them, really. I got them for $15 each. You know, they were, you know, year or 2 old models at Walmart. But I've had them 2 or 3 years now. But they're good for that kind of stuff for me. Of course, sometimes, you know, well, for instance, maybe in a tornado or a hurricane, maybe, you know, the wires in your area might be knocked down, but maybe the mobile phone might work if your tower's not, you know, if it hasn't been damaged. So your local tower close enough for you to call through it, you know. They still rely on the wired phone system, and the mobile stuff still goes through the mall bell. So it still has to go back through the switching system at the central offices in order to make your call. So the towers send the signal on, daisy chain the towers together until it gets back to a central office somewhere. But well, I didn't find it. That is the least I've ever found that I can remember on a phone number when I looked it up. Nothing. And I can't think of a, you know, quicker. I already tried the alternate ways to look it up, and there's really not anything else that would help you. You know, I did this, made it into the standard format. Try that. I don't think I actually did that. So we'll see. Okay, now here's something with some actual comments by people. But the number I looked up, it's not in there, and they have it laid out in the same format, see, and it's not even there. So I can try doing it actually on this page, but I don't think it'll matter. Well, it did show, they say, yeah, they won't tell you anything, but they say it's in North America. So, again, useless. White pages. I didn't go to white pages, did I? I don't know if this is a regular white pages or another. See, there's all these things that call themselves white pages that aren't actually really. Okay, scam, fraud, potential, low risk. Is that the same number? I don't think it'll. Oh, premium. Yeah, it's not going to tell you. Even the white pages aren't white pages anymore. What happens if you click report it? Oh, well, I'm not giving my name to whatever this is. It's not an actual white pages like they used to be in the. I guess if I'd look at just white pages instead of reverse look up white pages, I might find something. See, that's not even the same number. It comes up, but it's not the same number. Whitepages.com, that's the same website. White pages, white pages. See if any of the, yeah, that number's not coming up at all. Okay, so I think since I got something, I'll go ahead and, oh, you got, now here's another fun thing. Yeah, just 2 or 3 days ago, Firefox, I've used this ever since I started using Firefox, right click, bookmark all tabs. That's not there anymore. It's only, it says bookmark tab. You have to say select all tabs and then bookmark tab. So now it's an extra aggravation for no reason. Let's see. All right, now what I was thinking, cancel. And if you don't click back, you see that would have closed both. That would have closed my browser. So you got to click over here, then you can close the other tab. Now, if you got a bunch open, well, you can still do close other tabs. But so let's try this. Yeah. See if doing white pages finds it. Let's see. Zip codes. That's still whitepages.com. Check caller. There's some that say about something about checking the caller that actually do work. Who keeps calling me? This looks like a page full of separate ads is what it looks to me like. Seems to... No, I don't think there's really anything there. It's just, you might search that, but that's just about Spoko or something. It says powered by. So I think that's just another way to, another ad is another ad for check caller. Yeah, okay, so I see nothing that's worth spending that much time looking. See if I have any. Oh, now I do have a folder for phone number lookups in here. I don't know why I didn't. Let's see. I should have went here first. Okay, well, it's got stuff. Let's try them. Those, if I saved them, they should be somewhat worth using. Spam, fraud, low risk. Okay. I think that might be one I just, no, that's 411.com. I forgot about that. I completely keep that one out of my mind because it used to be pay only. But they do give you some basic information. Not really anything. See, like right there, public records, well, they're going to charge you premium. They're going to charge you to look at the public records. What's this one that I just clicked on? Reverse phone lookup. No, I don't know. I'll try it and see. Sometimes it'll change the address. It goes somewhere else when it's doing that. Reverse phone lookup. Okay. Private number. Sorry, but he couldn't find anything. Okay. I think these scammers are really trying to protect themselves from getting caught. That's what it is. Oh, spy dialer. That's a silly one, but I must have put it in there because it actually told me something, the last time I used it. No, didn't this time. No results found. So maybe part of my problem is that oh, maybe I put the wrong thing in there. Let's see. Oh, that's a convert. I get it. Convert 1-800-Flowers to a real number. Okay, now can I do a search? So what I really want, I just want to search. That's all I want. I don't want to convert. It says can't, I don't know. It's not working. Okay, what do we got here? That's another converter. Okay. Search and browse their site. Nothing. Yeah, these kind of sites seem to change. That's myself. Here we go. So maybe it will. Well, told, yeah, you see it's, oh, it's not going to work. It's, there's plenty of information that you may not want out there. And what's this one? Telephone directories, phone search, that you may not want out there. Oh, it won't do it that way. It won't do a reverse search. It won't tell you who's behind the phone number. Well, like I said, there's only been a couple of months since I've done one of these. I know, maybe not even, probably less than a month, because I've looked up numbers I got on my Google phone number, found something. So I think part of the problem here is that it's a number they're trying to hide it. So I just now looked at my preview and I'm on the camera. I went to the camera because I was just talking and I forgot to go back. Sorry. Well, you didn't miss a thing. None of it worked. Everything I went to didn't work. I can show where I can give you a glimpse of the here's the links that I was using right here. 411 reverse phone lookup. One called Spy Dollars, which was nothing. I don't know why it's in there really, why I saved it. Usually I don't. It must have had something what I tried to find at the time, you know, or I wouldn't have kept it. People Finder, I remember that ad site. Anyway, I'm starting to get tongue-tied, so I'm gonna. And these two, they didn't do reverse lookups, and that's actually, you know, my own number. So yeah, I don't have anything else. See, I've got a few. I have a lot of, you know, things that I've figured are scams. You know, I've got a lot of in my old bookmarks, but man, I hate that But what I had done, well, you heard, you know, if you didn't already quit watching or listening, you heard what I was saying I was doing. California bids. That number seems to be on that page. It's not. Oh, it's the fax number. So I don't. What I'm going to guess then is this a scammer that's calling. They're giving out somebody else's number. That's their fax number. And that to keep themselves from being caught. And what they're hoping for is that you'll pick up the phone and they'll talk to you to scam you. Because, you know, I have heard when they scam a whole lot of people, I think that's how the government does. They leave them alone until they scam a bunch of people and they get a bunch of attention around, maybe gets on the, maybe, I don't know if getting on the news makes any difference, but, you know, enough people complain, maybe they finally go after them. Same thing with hacking, you know, websites and stuff. Or if it costs a lot of money. Well, actually, and with hacking, it's usually how much money is there in it, not how many, you know. That's the way it seems to be. But anyway, I saw this and didn't click on it earlier. So evidently, it's someone else's number, someone's real number. Evidently that company that I just went to. And I kept not going to that YouTube page, and it may be, I mean, Facebook. This may be this same company. Okay, this is called California Bids, Bay Power Solutions, and it's their fax number. And now let's see if we do go to that Facebook page. I'm not going to go log in just to see it, but maybe it'll show something. Some pages won't make you log in to look at them anyway. Business is booming. Okay, that looks like somebody might have put, I'm not sure what that is. That doesn't look like it's anyone's actual page. Facebook, New England Exchange. It's an ad, that's for sure. Now let's don't go there right away. Let's scan it with BTZilla. That's my favorite and a real good link scanner. And I have it set up to automatically, anything I download it automatically scans it for viruses. It uses like 50 to 70 in this case. It depends on how many scanners are available at the time, I guess. And it scans that link on that many pages. And if it comes up 0, then that's good. I'll click on it. If it doesn't, Where's the page I was clicking on? This one over here. The link, I mean, I was checking. So now is that a... Oh, it's m.facebook.com. So it's... What is that? It's not Facebook, is it? Unless it's like a business Facebook page. You'd think it would say be your business or something. So it's not a dangerous link, but I don't know. If it's I don't use Facebook much. I don't like Facebook. So m.facebook.com. This could be, even though it doesn't have malware on it, doesn't mean it's not a scam, right? So, I mean, the scammers would actually not want malware on their page. They want you to come there and get scammed. So that number is not on that page, though. It's just gotten to where nothing is trustable, period, anywhere. Phone, internet, people in person, anything. Okay, so, oh, there's a, and I don't know, used to, you know, a rule of thumb is if it doesn't say the website, like if you see a link and it doesn't say the website that you're going to, then it's going to be part of 99% chance it's a scammer. Well, and then shortly after they give you this as your rule of thumb, then these companies start using those kind of links and external links and everything, and they're on their sites and their emails to you and everything else. So then you can't just have a good way of knowing right off the bat. And the M dot could be a subdomain of actual real subdomain of Facebook. That's the same page, I guess. Let's see. That has the number on it. Let's do a check on it first before we go there. Of course, every one of those links I clicked could potentially have been bad too, but when you're actually searching, of course I didn't, well, if you, like I say, if you put scam or anything like that in your search query, then you may end up at something with malware on it real quick. So I guess I'm in the mindset that I'm looking for scams, so I'm being more careful. But that's clean, so I can go to that link. But you see, that's not, now this one is on Facebook. This is something else. This is probably Paramars Information. So it's, I'm not sure if that's Spanish or French, supposed to be. But it's in regular English lettering. So, but there's that number, but it doesn't even, it's just a number to call. Well, okay, so there we go. Just the more you try to find, the more junk you find. US something. Well, what I'm gonna say is that sounds like some kind of scamming ad right there. It's probably, yeah, no telling. Anyway, I'm gonna say that it's kind of weird that the number has shown. Well, it shows up in ads, so maybe the company that I found, the fax number, maybe it's not a up and up company, and they're using scammy, you know, ads around the internet, and maybe they're the ones. Well, it'd be, you know, if they're trying to sell you some product and using spammy ads, you wouldn't think they would also be using a robocaller to just flat out call people, you know. So, yeah, that's a more tangled web than I even expected to find. So, I don't know why I did that, to be honest. It just struck me that I just wanted to share that one. 1-888-759-4991. Don't call that, because at the very least you're going to get a fax signal in your ear, and at the worst you might actually get through to those scammers. But yeah, they happened to hit us today at a time that made me have to stop and everything and go look and see, okay, do we have any unexpected orders on our Amazon accounts, you know? So that's normally the way it sounds and everything. I knew it was a scam right away, but I thought, what if, you know? And so I went and looked, and like I said, no, you know, we don't have any order. We do have an order from yesterday that should be getting here tomorrow probably. As long as, you know, the weather, well, we actually might get ice here, so unless the ice messes things up or something. Today's a holiday, so that could make it take, I don't know if that'll make that, we'd use that 1 day shipping, you know, prime shipping. But I don't know if that'll make it take another day because of today being a holiday. But anyway, yeah, having an order that was close in, you know, close in price, and me not, and of course me not being able to remember the exact number, I thought, oh, I'm gonna have to check on that, you know. So, and I mean, I checked on that long before I started this video and made sure everything was okay. But yeah, and if there is, well, usually the credit card companies are the ones, or used to be the ones that were good about. They see something out, you know, their algorithms and their computers see something out of order, out of the ordinary for your behavior. They're watching everything you do, and but that's a good thing about that is they'll call you and say, hey, did you order this? You know, and we've had it happen and had to stop stuff, you know. And then you've got to get new cards and new numbers and everything else. It's terrible. Can't just ignore it completely, you know. That's what's so aggravating about it. And of course, it'd be even more aggravating if they tricked you or anyone in your family into getting scammed. But okay, well, there's my New Year's Day so far. I have all kinds of things I need to do, or want to do, or whatever. But now I just decided to make a video on that. Okay, so I'm going to go and see you later.